Welcome back into Vikings Central. As you can see in the title, um, the Detroit Lions are in trouble. That's just my opinion. All right. Now, before you Lions fans and Lions defenders get all over me, start calling me an idiot like the Packers fans, because I said the Packers are frauds. Um, they didn't take that too kindly, and that's all right. I respect it. As a Vikings fan, I won't take it too kindly as well. If people were saying we're frauds, and which if the Vikings are having a good year, 98% of the time we're frauds. So it's just the way it is. We're pretty used to that. So but the reason why I think the Detroit Lions are in trouble has nothing to do with their coaching staff or the talent they have, but that defense is just so decimated right now. And I'm recording this Thursday morning, so obviously Lions Packers tonight should be a good game. Something's got to give. If the Lions win, obviously maybe they're not in trouble. If the Packers win, maybe they're not frauds. But everything that's coming to fruition right now should lead to maybe the Packers pulling this one out just because of the injuries on the defense. I'm just looking at the injury report here. No Taylor Decker, no Levi Onwuzurike. Sorry, I probably butchered that name. I'm not a Lions fan, but I'm pretty sure he's a pretty decent player. Josh Pascal and then DJ Reader, who's kind of been in and out of the lineup. And then also a couple other guys that have just been out, like Alex Anzalone, and then obviously Aiden Hutchinson's the really big one. But if the Lions can keep pulling this off, that all credit to them. Dan Campbell's doing a fantastic job, and I think Dan Campbell and Kevin O'Connell are the top two leaders in the clubhouse for Coach of the Year, which is really cool. Obviously, best division of football. Matt LaFleur deserves some love as well. The Bears are a mess. I didn't need to make a video on them to prove my point. It's pretty self-explanatory. But the Lions just have so many injuries right now, and obviously the offense isn't going to have an issue. They can move the ball with Jared Goff. Their wide receiver core makes me a little bit nervous behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams, but those two alone, obviously pretty dynamic duo. And then you got Sam Laporta, who's one of the better tight ends in the league, has had a little bit of a down year in my opinion, but super reliable, super good threat in the middle of the field for Jared Goff. And then obviously you have what do they call him in the backfield, Sonic and Knuckles or something like that, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, the best running back tandem in the league. It's pretty obvious. Given the Lions their flowers. So it's all respect here. The only reason, again, why I think the Lions are in trouble because of some injuries, and that's not their fault. It happens. It's the NFL, but it's just kind of piling up right now. So they got Green Bay this week. Then they got Buffalo. The two good things about it's pretty favorable scheduling because both of those games are at home. Could have been cold weather games, but they are at home. They do go to Chicago week 16. And Chicago's been playing a little bit better. I think Thomas Brown's going to have them playing really well. And then obviously at San Francisco, who knows, probably going to be without Christian McCaffrey, maybe even without Deebo Samuel, and maybe Brandon Ayuk, obviously, as well. And then Minnesota. So those are 5 tough games, to be honest with you. And, Lions fans might get a little heated and stuff like that, but that Week 18 game could be for the division. We're comparing schedules here. Minnesota's got Atlanta this week, which is a tough game, but it's at home. And then versus Chicago at home, should feel pretty good about that. Do have to go to Seattle week 16, and then we finish out with Green Bay at home and then at Detroit. So it could be interesting. Maybe they're going to get some of these guys back off injury. But right now it's looking a little bit shady for the Lions. And I think, like I said, I think that coaching staff's going to figure it out. Ben Johnson's one of the best coordinators in the league, especially on the offensive side. I think Brian Flores is the best defense coordinator on the defensive side. So it's really fun to watch. And then obviously two of the top head coaches in the league. So two really good coaching staffs that I think are figuring everything out for their respective teams. Lions are 11-1. Can they keep it going? Like I said, they got injuries, but that offense is going to keep them chugging for the most part. But can they stop Jordan Love and company tonight? Josh Jacobs, pretty solid wide receiving core in Green Bay. But it's going to be a fun game to watch. Are the Lions in trouble? What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Good luck.